Welcome back if you're a fan of the channel, and hey, welcome if you're new here. And Obsidian Flame has finally dropped, and it is in the Pokemon trading card game live. And I have a new deck to show off to you guys. It is Toedscruel EX. Toedscruel EX is one of the new cards coming out of Obsidian Flames, and its ability, Protective Mycelium, prevents all effects of attacks used by your opponent's Pokemon done to all of your Pokemon that have energy attached to it. So this shuts off things like Lost Mine, or really anything that does damage counters to your bench Pokemon, as long as they have some form of energy attached to them, and Toedscruel EX is out on the field. Its attack, Colony Rush, is 2 grass energy for 80 plus damage, and does 40 more for each Pokemon on your bench that has a grass energy. So originally I thought that this was all grass energy, and I thought this move was going to be insane, and it's actually just Pokemon that have grass energy attached to them. So if you have 5 Pokemon on your bench with all who have grass energy attached to them, you're hitting for 280 damage, which is still pretty good. But we need some way to get this set up, so we have called upon our friend from an older set, Cherrim. With its Spring Bloom ability, as often as you would like, you may attach a grass energy from your hand to one of your Pokemon that does not have a rule box. So this is almost like Daxcalibur from Paldea Evolved, but we can attach it to a rule box Pokemon. And you're probably thinking, well, that doesn't help us for Toedscruel. The idea here is that we attach it to its pre-evolution Toedscool, get energy onto it, evolve our Toedscruel, and then start doing some damage. We do have some support Pokemon in this, but Bibarel is our draw engine, and a new card, another new card coming out of Obsidian Flame, Pidgeot EX, with its quick search ability, where once per turn you may search your deck for a card, pull it into your hand, and then shuffle your deck. You can't use more than one of these per turn. This card is insane. This card is a crazy good support card. I wasn't sure about this card, but oh man, it is like, it's almost like having Starbirth, but instead of getting 2, you get 1, and you can just do it every turn. So I think it's a crazy card. 280 HP, and for 2 colorless, you can hit for 120 and discard a stadium, which is pretty good. You know, especially with Path to the Peak and other stadiums being viable in this format. This doubles up as a second kind of attacker, almost, maybe, but you have some options because it's colorless. So 280 HP is not too bad either. So this is a great support card, and of course we are running the Pidgeot, so we do need 2 rare candies, which is fine in this deck because we're not relying on rare candies anywhere else. So another card I want to mention is Letter of Encouragement. I think that this is a really good card. I think this is going to be good in Chien-Pao. I think it's going to be good in a few other decks. If a Pokemon was knocked out on the last turn, you may search your deck for 3 basic energies and put them in your hand. If energy goes into our hand, we can use Cherrim to spread it out. So I think that this is a cool card. I'm hoping it can do us some use. We have Energy Retrieval just in case we start to lose some energy. We can get it back because we're only running 10 grass energy. And the last card I want to mention that's kind of not standard compared to what else you would see in decks is Gardenia's Vigor. Draw 2 cards. If you drew any cards in this way, attach 2 grass energy to your hand to one of your bench Pokemon. So this is another way for us to accelerate energy if we don't have Cherrim up. So before we get into some matches, go ahead and drop a comment. I want to know what you guys think of Obsidian Flames as a whole. I don't know how many good decks are going to come out of this set, but I think cards like Pidgeot and a few other support cards can be totally viable in the current meta. And while you're down there, go ahead and drop a like and subscribe. We just hit 750 subs, which is a crazy number. I've been pushing towards this 1K goal, and I'm happy now to announce that I will be doing a giveaway on this channel. I'm going to be giving away an English booster box from the Scarlet and Violet era, so that means Scarlet Violet base set, Paldea Evolved, Obsidian Flames, and potentially whatever comes next once we hit 1,000 subs. So that will be available to you. You can find the link in the description on how you can get entries into that. And once we hit 1,000 subs, I will draw the winner. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let's find some games. All right, looks like we get the option to go first, so we'll take that. We'll take that. Always like to go first. Our goal for the opening hand is to be able to get as many Pokemon on the bench as possible. And when you look at that hand, that tells you that we're not able to get any. So we'll have to take a mulligan, which is fine. Ideally, we want Pidgey, Cherubi, and some Toedscool on the bench. And we get Pidgey and Toedscool. So we will go into Toedscool. We will have Pidgey set up. And going first allows us to put some energy down. We're probably going to drop it onto probably Toedscool. And then we can Gardenia's Vigor to be able to get some cards on turn 2. Then we have Rare Candy, which is sick because if we're able to find Pidgeot or an Ultra Ball or something of that magnitude, we can go ahead and get Quick Search up and running, which is such a good card. I've only played a little bit with it, but oh man, it feels so good when you have it up and running. And I think what's nice about it is 280 HP, like you have to put, in my opinion, a lot of resources to be able to take a 1-hit KO on it. So it has free retreat, so even if they boss it, you can retreat out. And part of me feels like if they're gonna boss it, yeah, they'll take 2 prize cards, but it doesn't really detract you from like what you're currently trying to build, if that makes any sense. But I don't know. I think it's a good card. I don't know how often people will kind of target it, but let's hit Gardenia's Vigor to be able to get Letters of Encouragement. We can now drop some energy down, and I think we probably just drop one there. We will go ahead and attach Return onto Toedscool. We will evolve, and we will go ahead and just take the first KO. We will go in. It will go into a regular EV, but I'm happy to take a first KO. I don't know if we necessarily want to rush into Toedscruel EX there, but we have a KO. We're going to take it, and we have another Toedscruel on the bench. So if we do get our Cherrim up and running, we have somewhere to put the energy to. But I still am hoping to find a rare candy to get Pidgeot going. We will take 220 damage here, but they won't be able to attack next turn. So we do have a little bit of an option on, you know, we won't lose the Toedscruel this turn. We probably won't lose it next turn. There's a chance we still do, but probably not. So we can try to figure it out there. But we have Letter of Encouragement also, which is cool. So unfortunately, not much with our hand here. I think I just hold on to what I have. Just smack this thing for 120. Now, obviously, we're not doing as much damage as we would like to it, but it is what it is. We are going to be able to get the Toedscruel EX going on the next turn. If we do lose it, we do have Letters of Encouragement and Energy Retrieval to kind of help us out here. A Jet Energy into Zorora. I guess, and I'm still short. Only going to be able to do 60 if he does attach an Electric Energy, and then we'll be able to take a KO. So I feel like maybe he does have something here. Oh wait, no, with Regieleki VMAX, he actually will be able to take the KO. So, and now we're actually not able to kill him, so that's unfortunate. But he only has 2 cards in hand, and it doesn't look like one of those is an energy, so that's good for us. And he has a free retreat next turn, so we do need to evolve. Unfortunately, still no cards that really help us, so let's go ahead and just hit for 120 here. And then he will need to retreat into Regieleki V and then take the KO, and we will go into Toedscruel and probably just Letter of Encouragement. Scratch that. He's actually just gonna take the KO with Battle Claw. Gets 30 extra damage there from the Regieleki VMAX, so that's kind of a good top deck for him. But like I said, not the end of the world because we have a Toedscruel waiting in the back. We are down in prizes, but it's okay. That's okay. Kind of need like an Iono or something, something big here. There's Pidgeot. That is huge, huge, huge for us. I think we Letter of Encouragement. Let's grab these. Now the question is, what do we grab? So we definitely do that, and we definitely need to quick search. What do we quick search for? What do we quick search for is the question. We can Raihan, which gets us an energy back, but doesn't really help us. That's kind of just like doing the same thing as quick search. I think we just quick search for a Cherubi this turn, so we can get Cherrim up and running, and then we can get a Toedscool on the next turn to start putting some of that energy to. Maybe even find 2, or maybe we find like an Iono or something, or like a Professor's Research. But I don't think I need a Super Rod. We're just gonna take the KO. And with Cherrim up and running, we can actually start to move some of this energy around too. So I think it's like a solid, oh, and we have Artazon, which is actually really, really good. Artazon is going to be able to get us some more help, and we actually might be able, if he doesn't put a bench Pokemon down, we actually might be able to find a KO. We actually might be able to find a KO here. We can hit for 80, 40, 40, that's 160. That'll put him at 280. If we get another bench Pokemon and an energy attached, we can definitely do it. So with Cherrim and 2 energy in hand and an Artazon, we are actually just a quick search away from taking 3 prizes on this. So I think that's like what quick search allows you to do. I think it gives you so much freedom in the given situation, right? I think it's solid. I think it's a solid support card. You know, you are kind of like sitting on the oh, actually we can let's do this. Oh, hello? That's weird. Let's go ahead and do this. So we actually don't need to search for the energy. We can search for something else. That's Artazon. Get a Toedscool. Toedscool, how you doing? We actually can't put it on a rule box Pokemon. I forgot about that. I forgot, yeah, if we want to move that energy, we can manually do it. So we can do this, and then we can Cherrim 2 energy here. That's going to get us the KO. That's going to be 80, 40, 40, 40. That's going to be 200 damage. That will take the KO on the Regieleki VMAX. But what do we get from next turn? What helps us with Quick Search? I think we grab Research here. I think we go ahead and we grab Research. Yeah, let's grab Research. Let's Super Rod just to get these two fellows back in our deck. Let's go ahead and Cherrim. We're gonna put 2 energy here, 1 on to Cherrim. So that will guarantee us a KO, and then we can Research, get ourselves some more cards to play with, and cool. Yeah, we're gonna Nest Ball to be able to find Toedscool. And not that I think we need it, but we will drop Manaphy just in case. And I actually can. This is what's nice about Spring Bloom. It's like, you know, it's like Baxcalibur's ability. We can kind of just throw that around, and now we're smacking for 240 damage. We are hurt, but we have a Toedscool ready to go, and I think that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I think I need to change some things around, like being able to find the cards that I need, and maybe switch some things out. But I think like this strategy is kind of decent. Versing a little bit of an odd electric deck. It's not Miraidon. It's, you know, they don't have Raikou out, but still, I mean, they're hitting for 220. Like, I think that's a solid number. And now that we have some grass energy on our Pokemon, our Pokemon are actually protected in 2 ways. They're protected from damage on our bench because of Manaphy, and they are protected from effects of damage. So, you know, not that I think we'll see it here, but actually I think this is one. This is one of them. This deck does 20 damage for each of your bench Pokemon. We're actually protected in that, right? So that is kind of nice. And now we have some options here on what we want to grab. I think we're probably going to Raihan. Wow, we have a lot of options. Whoa. Jeez. So it's Artazon to be able to go ahead and get. I didn't even mean to do that. And our opponent concedes. I think with 1 prize card left, they knew that I had the options to go ahead and get myself another Toedscruel. But hey, 240, not a shabby number. Let's go ahead and hop into another game, see if we could get this thing going. We hit tails. We are gonna go first. Love to go first. And I think thinking about the deck, I think that I probably should put Battle VIP passing, because I think it's really important that you get. This is such a bad ad. That you get the cards that you need kind of onto the board first, which Battle VIP is so good. It's so good. I probably baby drop Bibarel Bidoof now that I'm thinking about it. I think Quick Search is like maybe just enough of a card draw that you just kind of like force into it. Because like if you think about it, you're gonna try to get Cherrim set up, you're gonna try to get Toedscool set up, you're gonna try to get Pidgeot set up, and it's like, do you have time to get Bidoof and Bibarel set up? So maybe just drop it, put something like some more battle, put some Battle VIP passes in there, maybe like drop Luminion to be able to find supporters. I don't know. It's just thinking about it. I think there's the deck that I created was kind of just my first pass at it, and I think there's definitely some better options out there for this deck. So I'm kind of curious what you all think. I want to know what you guys are thinking about this deck. I think we're actually going to go into Cherubi here. We're going to Cherubi. Yeah, let's go into Cherubi. Let's get Cherubi onto the bench. And then I think we just do something like this to get Toedscool, and go ahead and drop this energy. Drop the energy onto Toedscool, and then we'll end our turn. In the off chance that our Manaphy dies here, but I don't think it's going to, we can actually go ahead and use Letters of Encouragement, which I actually think we're going to do anyway. I don't see a world where we have to worry about not having Manaphy. Fire deck is not ideal. You know, we do have weakness to fire, so that's not ideal at all. And actually looking back on it, I think we probably just save that Ultra Ball, but it's okay. It's okay. Let's see what we pull off this top deck. Oh, Iono. Yeah, absolutely love to see it. Let's go ahead and evolve our Cherubi to a Cherrim. And we Iono. We do lose the Letters of Encouragement, but it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. We get Pidgey, we get Toedscruel, and that is solid. We're actually going to kick off that Magma Basin. Let's go ahead and Artazon. Do we get Pidgey or do we just get Toedscool? We have Pidgey. We already have a Pidgey. What am I doing? What am I doing? Toedscool. That's what we want. We can't double up on the, like, there's not a reason to double up on Cherrims, so Cherrim is probably a good throwaway card. Go ahead and we'll drop that on to, and actually we'll evolve. We'll evolve just so we can attack. We don't have to worry about dying, even though there's a world where he attaches bosses and puts enough Pokemon on the bench to knock us out. It's totally doable because 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, that'd be 240. He's only missing one Pokemon on the bench because of weakness. So, you know, it's totally possible. But we'll run that risk. We'll run it. We will run it. A second Entei, so there's one step. I find Magma Basin again, but no energy in the discard, so we're okay there. There is a second energy, and I'm assuming we will see our Manaphy go down. So now we have a decision to make. We have a decision to make. Draw 2 cards. We have a decision to make because we can go into Toedscool, but we're going to be able to hit for 80. We kind of need a lot more energy to take a KO here. So what do we do? We might go into this Pidgey and just wait a second. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure. I think maybe let's just go into Toedscool here. We need a rare candy to be able to find us a Pidgeot, so we don't really have options here. Let's go into Pidgey. We get Iono. Man, if I would have known we were gonna get Iono, I would have went into Toedscruel. I would have. Oh, I would have. I would if I could. Okay, we now have some options. We definitely have some options here. We have 2 energy in our hand. We have Bidoof. We now have free retreat with Pidgeot, so that is huge. Can we take a KO? Can we do it? 80 damage. This will be 120. This will be 160 damage. If we put an energy onto Pidgeot and onto Bidoof, that will be, math is hard, 40, 80, that'll be 160, 240. We will be able to take a KO. So we need to be able to find 2 energy. That's what we need. What is the best way to do that? We already used a supporter this turn. You know what? Let's do that just to reset the timer. I think we quick search. What do we get off of quick search? We used a supporter, so we have no use there, and we have no energy in the discard. Is that correct? Yeah, no energy in the discard. So we are going to be 1 energy short if we want to go in and do this attack. Oh wait, we lost. Yes, Letter of Encouragement. Sick card. That's huge. That's huge. The only thing is, and I made a mistake. I might have made a mistake. I did make a mistake. 80, 120, 160, 200. I can't use Spring Bloom here. This was a mistake, people. This was a mistake. I should have attached a Pidgeot. What am I doing? It was the safe option. It was the safe option for sure. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay. It's not the end of the world because we still have Cherrim. We still have Pidgeot. We can go ahead and find another Toedscruel next turn, even though that's a misplay. It's a misplay. But it's okay. I'm okay with it. We're okay with it. We will be fine. No energy in the discard pile, so we can't see 2 energy go on to Entei this turn. This Entei. They do have a Charmander. Curious to see get the... Is this Charizard EX? It's Arcanine. Interesting. I want to see Charizard EX. I want to play Charizard EX. So Magma Basin only goes onto your bench Pokemon. So if we do take the KO and he doesn't go into this Entei, then we know that he's going to try to move some energy around onto there. So, I need 30 damage. We're going to go into Bidoof. This is admittedly weird, but I stay with me here. Another Pidgeot. We don't actually need that. So 30 will take us to KO here, and we're okay kind of losing this Bidoof. Yeah, we're okay losing the Bidoof. And then I think we're going to just go ahead and get an Iono here off of this quick search, put them down to 3 prize cards, put us up to, put them down to 3 in their hand, give us 6 new ones. We will take 2 prizes also, so let's see what we get off of this, and then we can go from there. Another Toedscool to put on the bench, sick. And, interesting. Very interesting. We get Bibarel. We do get Bibarel. So we will evolve the Bibarel, and we can actually just go ahead and Spring Bloom a 3rd energy onto here. We also have Raihan, so like next turn, that could definitely help us, assuming that we lose this. Sick. We get the Toedscruel. Do we hold this? Yeah, I think we hold off just in case he has bosses. Oh, Flip Tails if it does nothing. I've never attacked with Bibarel. Have you attacked with Bibarel? Ah, yeah. Heads, baby. Let's go. Take the damage. Take 2 KOs. That was risky. I just went with what I knew. But, you know, we do have Bibarel set up. Probably going to lose Bibarel, but hey, that's fine. One attached energy gets the KO. But it's actually okay because we have Toedscruel ready to go. We can take a KO. Can we take a KO? What do we need energy-wise? Where are we at with that? Well, we can use Raihan. Yeah, we're going to lose it. So we can use Raihan here. And then we're kind of just looking at our opponent getting Arcanine set up and then taking the KO on Toedscruel to take the win. So that's a risk that we're going to have to run. But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that risk. So let's see where we're at in terms of what energy do we need. So we know 80, 40, 80, 120, 160, 200, 240. So we just need to get one more Pokemon on the bench and get energy attached to all of them. And with Cherrim, that's actually not that bad. So I think we Nest Ball to get ourselves the last Toedscool. And we're going to Raihan to put an energy here. And then we grab an energy and then we quick search for an energy. That makes sense. I think that's all we need, right? We have Toedscool in hand. There's not like another card that helps us. We can't use a supporter. Attach for turn. And then we will need a way to get some energy out of the discard pile. Well, I guess actually not. I mean, if they kill our Toedscool, we just lose. If they kill Toedscruel, we just lose the game. So having Raihan into quick search is actually pretty dope. I'm kind of happy I kept that. I was unsure if it made the most sense, but I kind of like it. 240 damage, we'll take a KO on Entei, and we're now just 2 prizes away. So let's see what they go into here, because if we can't, there's no EX cards or V cards on the board at the moment, so we do need to try to kind of find 2 prizes, because if he gets Arcanine set up, which, yeah, he doesn't have Arcanine yet, so we can quick search for a boss, and I think if he uses Magma Basin, that's rough. That's tough. We do lose a little bit of damage there. We'll say bye to a Toedscool, but you know, that's okay. We do have this Cherubi here. We have all of our energy either attached or on the discard pile. So I'm assuming a Magma Basin's coming on to Growlithe. The issue is that it coming on to Moltres is actually like not bad. Is pretty bad for us. I mean, it's not a KO, but it's 180 damage, which is still pretty. Feels pretty hard. Feels pretty solid. Let's see if he can get the evolution here. He did attach for a turn, so I think we probably Pidgeot. I think we quick search for a boss, right? And then I think Arcanine has 280 HP, so if he does evolve right here, we just need Cherubi into 1 energy. I think that's doable. Gonna pass it to us, so now I think we're okay with just bossing. Yeah, we're definitely just okay bossing, especially with an energy retrieval. Cool. Let's go ahead and drop Cherubi here. Let's attach the energy here. Let's go ahead and quick search to find boss's orders. Oh, God, that feels so good. That feels so good. Anything else we need to do here? I guess in case this gets damaged, let's go ahead and Spring Bloom another energy onto this Toedscool, and then we could actually just We can just quick search for another Toedscool EX to take the final prize card that we need, but now we are down to 1 prize card, and I don't see a world where our opponent... Radiant Charizard or something? Or is there something I'm missing? I guess he could, right? Radiant Charizard, Magma Basin onto it. Get a Trekking Shoes. Or is it the Pokemon Go Charizard? There's one of the Charizards that does like 250 or something like that, like something crazy. I don't think he has it. I think we take the win here. Come on, give it to us. Magma Basin. Probably puts it onto the Moltres, yeah, and then swaps out and hits us for 180. That's what I would imagine happened, but it's not going to be enough damage. And I think that is GG to our opponent. We will be able to... Oh, there's no weakness? This damage isn't affected by weakness, and that will be GG to our opponent. Woo! Kind of cool. 240. I had the ability there to, make that 280, but it was kind of overkill, but we could one-hit KO an Arcanine if we needed to. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think of Toedscruel EX. This is by no means, I think, a top-tier deck, and I think the deck that I made needs some tweaking, so definitely keep that in mind. But let me know your opinions on it. It definitely shuts down Lost Box. Maybe it has place for a one-off, possibly somewhere, but grass needs to get made good again, and I think that it's slowly getting there. So maybe in the future we'll see some cards where Toedscruel can actually be viable. But thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.